Excellence in service to the commuting public extends far beyond the traditional frontline jobs in transit. On any given day, you'll find that same dedication behind the scenes as well. On this edition of the program, we introduce you to two of MTA's best. They're in our engineering department.
Meet two of MTA's top engineers, Jim Miller and Wane-Jang. Both manage special projects that keep MTA Transit operating smoothly.
My name is Jim Miller. I'm chief in the civil section here at MTA in facilities engineering. Some of the projects that we've worked on will entail something as little as minor engineering and constructions where they're quick get in and get out type projects, maybe fixing a sidewalk, replacing or repairing a shelter, adding lighting or restoring lighting as we did recently on a project out in West Baltimore, repairing handrails or making them ADA accessible.
Aside from managing the construction of facilities like the Tacoma Langley Transit Center, Jim also uses his passion for building transit at home.
We constructed an enormous, what my wife describes as ridiculous train set with modeled road race cars in there as well. And when the grandchildren come around, we made sure that the table was high enough that they'd have to sit on somebody's lap to play with the trains until they were old enough to play with them on their own.
Jim takes pride in both his family and his job.
The Maryland Transit Administration is more than just putting down pavement on the ground and rolling a bus over it. We're building facilities, we're building rail systems, we're building maintenance facilities, and we're using environmentally sensitive construction methodologies that are still a growing technology and has given us an opportunity to really learn, even at my age.
Wane-Jang has a similar role managing the preservation of rails.
I'm Wane-Jang, and I'm the manager of the track and structural engineering. We handle the capital projects that's mostly related to rails, metro, light rail, MARC, freight, and mostly anything about the structures. MTA current stage, we kind of finished building stage. We are more focusing on maintaining and preservation. So our biggest challenge right now is our systems start aging. We built the metro 35 years ago, so it's reaching the life you want to start thinking about renewal or at least replacement.
Much like the rails, Wane-Jang preserves memories of the things that matter most.
I'm from Taiwan, and Taiwan is a small island outside of China. Actually came from a very small town in the rural area. It's very peaceful place. My mom is a school teacher, and my dad was like a government employee like me. I have a husband and 2 kids. I don't have a lot of hobbies. I like to relax and just kind of read. I actually just read whatever my kids are reading. So I read Twilight. That's most of what I do during my free time.
Wane-Jang is thankful for her beautiful family and a rewarding career.
If you trying to work hard, if you take initiatives, the people here are supportive. The management here, they would like to see you try. So that's the best way I like MTA. If you are very kind of ambitious, trying to grow, this is actually a place. But it's also a state agency. It provides you the stability if you look forward. So that's why I like MTA most.
Up next, in observance of Women's History Month, we'll introduce you to a long-serving female transit employee who is making a difference in service through her professionalism and a smile. That's just ahead. Stay with us. It takes dedicated transit professionals to make MTA bus and rail service possible each and every day, not just on transit vehicles themselves, but also in other areas within the MTA system. Today, in observance of Women's History Month, we introduce you to a very dedicated, long-serving female team member who's responsible for ensuring Metro customers have the quality in-station service they deserve. Station attendant Joyce Batty joins us with a look at what she does as one of the longest-serving female employees at MTA. Ms. Batty, welcome to the program.
Well, thank you.
It is good to see you.
It's good to see you.
All right, great. Longest-serving MTA employees, how many years?
38.
38 years. 38 years.
Good years.
38 good years. I love that. 38 good years. So right now you're a station attendant. Of course, you didn't start there. Where'd you start with the MTA?
Oh, I started on the bus. I drove for 30 years.
30 years. 30 years. All the routes, did you experience all the routes around the city?
Half.
Half of them?
Yes, half of them. I worked out of Harford Road first.
Okay.
And, you know, they closed that down.
Yes, they did.
And I went to Kirk Avenue, and that's where I retired from driving.
Okay.
And went to the Metro.
All right, good. So of course you bring a wealth of experience with bus, a lot of stories. I'm sure you have a lot of bus stories for us.
Yes, I can tell you some stories.
I'm sure you can. So this snow and all this stuff, you've driven and all of that kind of stuff.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
All of the above. Okay, so you switched to Metro 8 years ago, and that switch must have been a choice because you could have switched a long time ago.
That was a choice.
Okay.
Just one day I decided I'm going to try the Metro.
You try the Metro. Now, so at Metro, you're a station attendant.
That's correct.
So have you ever driven a Metro vehicle? Or
No.
So you just do station attendant? And what does that job involve?
That involved in assisting, helping the public.
Okay.
Get to from point A to point B. Teaching them how to use the system, basically.
Okay.
And teaching them how to use the TVM so they can purchase a ticket.
Okay.
Showing them how to get through the gates. Then showing them exactly what train is which train, like the Owens Mill train, the John Hopkins train. Just being very informative.
All right, good, because you're the frontline person. Because persons come into a station. I can remember when I first walked into a Metro station, I wasn't sure, which direction I was going, et cetera. So you provide that information.
That's correct.
And that's for the past 8 years.
8 years.
Okay, so it's Women's History Month. So females at the MTA, I would imagine, even when you started driving a bus, were there a number of females driving the bus?
No, when I came, well, just a few.
Okay.
But they treated you warmly. I mean, they welcomed us there. A lot of times they didn't have things for us, provisions for us, but they created provisions for us. And the company was great to work for. The men received us.
All right, good. So when you say provisions, you mean locker rooms and all for female?
Yes, bathrooms.
Okay, so they had to acquire those types of things.
That's correct.
All right, good. And you say it's been a good 38 years. What's been good about it? What's been great about it?
Working for the public does have its ups and downs, but basically it's been more good. The most important thing, I met my husband there.
Okay, that's a good thing.
That's a good thing, but working with the public has been great for me because I'm a people person. I'm willing to help you. I'm willing to get you from point A to point B.
That's great.
I will assist you in any way I can.
And I think that's important. People look at the MTA, it's a large organization, a number of employees, but I think you're highlighting a lot of the employees take a great deal of pride in delivering a critical service. I mean, you think 25, 30 years ago, there are more cars now, but for some person, bus has been their mode of transportation. Right. So I imagine you carried some of your bus passengers for years.
For years. You watch children grow up.
Watch children grow up, watch people retire.
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's been a blessing.
It's been a blessing. All right, so at the Metro station, so you're the station attendant. So what's some of the common messages or the common instruction you have to give people at a Metro station?
Directions. Like I said before, the TVM machines. Some people are not familiar with those. And so we help them get their fare, what passes, because sometimes the language can be confusing.
Oh, yeah.
So we just help them to purchase a ticket. We help them to get directions. We have what you call a schedule board with all the bus lines and even little brochures to let them know of changes of anything, like how to catch a light rail, how to catch a bus, what station is closer to whatever bus they need.
Wow.
We just try
So,
to.
so you're telling them, don't get off at Cold Spring, get off at Milford Mill, et cetera, et cetera. And I imagine the experience you have of having driven a bus is helpful also, because you know that system as well.
Yeah, that system as well, but there's a lot of changes in that system, and we have to keep on reading and make sure we're up to date to all the lines, because they have 3 new lines coming out now.
Oh, okay. Now, what station do you work at specifically?
Charles Center on the east and west side.
Charles Center, because it's probably people watching us, so they're going to come up and say, "Hi, Miss Batty, I saw you on
They
TV."
probably will.
I saw you on TV. So now, have you always been at the Charles Center station?
I have worked all the stations.
All of them.
Because 3 times a year we get to pick
Okay.
different stations. So we all get a chance to switch up.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, what do you think is the most important thing? And I kind of asked this before, but what's your most important role as a station attendant?
To see that people get where they need to go safely.
Okay, that's great. And that's so important, because I guess you have a number of regular commuters on the system.
Oh, yes.
We just left the director of one of the tourism directors in D.C., so people also visit Baltimore. So I guess you get people who are on the system for the very first time.
Yes, and you really have to help them because they're familiar with other systems and they have a comparison, and they're so happy. They said, "This is so easy."
Ms. Batty, thank you.
Thank
38 years. Thanks to
38.
you on behalf of the entire riding public. Great to have you here
Thank
today.
you for having me.
Okay. Coming up next, a visit to a new MARC facility that's making a difference in MARC service.